Hey guys, this is Carl with the Redacted Debunker. So I'm looking at today the Twin Paranormal, and I know a lot of other debunkers or reaction people have kind of watched these guys before. I've seen a few of their videos. I haven't watched them before as much as some of the other paranormal investigators or ghost hunters that are out there. So today, what I'm going to look at is the Stanley Hotel. Now, I've been to the Stanley Hotel, and it's a great place. If you haven't gone, definitely check it out. So I never watched this video before, and I'm just going to kind of react to it and do my debunking as we go along. So anyways, thanks for watching, and let's get into the video.
The Stanley is one of the spookiest hotels in the country.
It's known for a lot of its paranormal activity.
The Stanley Hotel is best known for its paranormal activity.
One of the scariest paranormal activity spots in the world.
You can clearly see a woman in the window.
It is considered, I'm told, a portal to their spirit world.
Is the place?
Yeah, so this is what it looks like. And actually what's really cool is those rocks that are kind of up above it to the left. You can climb on those and you get a really good view of the Stanley. So there's multiple parts of the Stanley as well. So you see there's the main building. There's a building off to the right. There's kind of like stable buildings or something like that. There's also private buildings kind of further down to the left as well. It's a really, really beautiful place. Like the mountains and everything that are around it are gorgeous.
It's really haunted. It's haunted. And it's been haunted for a long time.
No.
Yes.
Oh my God, that was scary. Did you see I heard.
And out of everything that I would have to say about Twin Paranormal, they do a good job with their editing and also building up the suspense and stuff like that. Good entertainment.
No way. Yes.
No way that just said that.
That's where we're going.
The attic. Okay, that was odd.
Tonight, we are going to Estes Park, Colorado, to a place that was voted #1 most haunted in the world, the Stanley Hotel.
Okay, so how many times have you heard that before? The #1 most haunted location in the world. So far, I think I'm up to 45 being the #1 haunted locations in the world. I wish people would stop saying that.
It all started with a nightmare he had of his son being chased down the hallway by the hotel's fire hose. Now he woke up and decided to smoke a cigarette, and within 5 minutes it took to do that, he had already written in his mind, from start to finish, The Shining. Little did he know, strange things have been reported there long before that ever happened. And the room he was staying in was one of the most haunted. That was room 217.
The room is known to be haunted by a woman named Elizabeth Wilson, and she was one of the hotel maids. Years ago,
So let's recap that. So Stephen King had a dream where his son was being chased by a fire hose, and because of that dream, he wrote The Shining. Well, I thought it was because he was visited by ghosts. So apparently it was just a bad bit of cheese.
The hotel's power had been shut off due to a flood, and so they were forced to use gas lamps and candles. It was one horrible night when there was a very bad gas leak in room 217. Now, Elizabeth, not knowing there was a gas leak, had walked into room 217 with a gas lamp and caused a horrible explosion.
Boys, it has been a long time coming.
The intro lasted.
Excuse me.
How long did that intro last? It's a 7-minute intro.
Colin is here. It is time for a collab. And like I said, it has been a long time coming.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited Colin's here. Yay.
I'm blessed, man. Truly blessed, bro.
You know what, dude?
Ow!
I'm about to pepper you, bro.
Twin. Pepper him, dude. Pepper him. Give him the pepper.
Yes, all.
You see that?
Yeah, dude.
Diverted it, man.
Matrix.
It's a smoke trick, baby.
We're excited. We got 2 of the most haunted rooms, and apparently, I mean, they're pretty frickin' crazy. So,
All right, guys, we are here in room 217, and apparently there's a maid who had, what, caught on fire?
She came into this room in 1911. There was a gas leak and she exploded, but that didn't kill her. She survived, got flung all the way down to the lobby, worked here for like 40 more years until she died of natural causes. She is one of the main people that said to haunt this room. Not only that, the 4th floor is notorious
Because of something.
for children's spirits. They mess with people, they run
Why
up
would
and
she
down,
haunt the
giggle.
room? Why?
There's
Why
ones
would
with
she?
The right one.
Whoa. Why only the right one, though?
There's one in specific that's down here that likes to touch people physically. It happens to people all the time in this room. Their stuff gets moved around. This room's crazy. This is the one that inspired Stephen King's The Shining.
Stephen King stayed in this room, and he came up with the idea of the Shining movie because not only the... Oh my...
Oh! I gotta start rolling, man. Damn.
Okay, you understand what we're saying.
Yo, that was right when you said The Shining.
We're just gonna get right into it then.
Shining,
What
which
I'd
has
like
nothing
to
to
do is
do
introduce the 4 of us
with the ghosts.
just so I can be proper with you. My name is Ryan.
I want to be very clear. The Shining's a scary movie. But his experiences at the hotel, we're talking about Stephen King. Stephen King's experiences at the hotel and the movie The Shining and what actually occurred at the Stanley are so separate that it's almost laughable. Like, so if there's ghosts at the Stanley, okay, fine. But the twins, the having Jack Nicholson's character, Nicholson or Nicholas, I don't know. One's a golfer, one's an actor. The actor. So having his character go crazy because of cabin fever, because of cabin fever, and a ghost that haunts these things are so separate that I don't know why someone that's doing a paranormal investigation that is trying to find ghosts are talking about the movie The Shining so much, other than the publicity of it. I think I would be more interested in just the history of the Stanley and what occurred, and if there's any paranormal activity based on the ghost and the people that live there, or died there, or whatever, however ghosts decide to attach themselves. That would be more interesting than whether or not the twins are a thing or not in a movie. So let's move on.
My name is Wyatt.
I'm Colin.
My name is River.
Please feel free to have a conversation with us. I'm sure you know how a bunch of these devices work. If not, all you have to do is go up to one of the devices and they'll start to either ring, just like that. Both of them. Both of them. Whoa. Thank you. Just like that. They either buzz and light up or just light up on their own. We also have a couple of devices that you can use your words, and I'm going to bring that out in just a couple of minutes here. Think of this before we continue into the investigation. As we were walking around getting our B-roll, just walking back and forth, getting to enjoy and look at the hotel, we have been shocking everything, dude. Yeah. There's so much energy, so much electricity that we're picking up.
okay, so please tell...
Now, I do agree with that. So when you're at the Stanley Hotel, there is it's a really cool but creepy place, but it does have this weird kind of almost energy that runs through the building. Whatever that's caused by, I don't know, but they're not wrong in that. I actually do agree with them. The Stanley, it's a cool place, and it has definitely got its own kind of energy to it.
the viewers what you felt when Wyatt passed you through the hallway.
Okay, so I was pushing the cart. We had asked Wyatt to come from the second floor to the fourth floor so we can change the battery in this camera. He literally passes me just to try and not ruin the shot. and as soon as he passed me, I felt a huge electric jolt. He didn't even touch me. He just walked right next to me.
So static electricity. Yeah.
You said that you heard
static electricity.
Yeah.
I got completely zapped. I was just walking down the hallway, and a bolt, probably this long, of electricity.
How can I say this nicely? How can I say this nicely? Okay, I'm not. So this is dumb. This is just stupid. Okay, it's static electricity. And if I have to explain it further, I will, I guess. I guess if they believe it, other people might. So when two humans like each other very much, sorry, that's something completely different. Sorry. When you rub two surfaces together, like, clothing especially, it builds up static electricity. And when two people build up static electricity and kind of walk next to each other, the energy zaps. So what happens, especially you're in the cold, and this is in an area that is very cold, and when you get dry, you get more static electricity. So, yeah. So what they are explaining is how things work in life. It has nothing, absolutely zero to do with anything supernatural.
Shot out of the wall. I thought it burned my hair off. What did you think, my watch hitting the wall?
Burned my hair off.
Tink and hit the wall.
Because I heard the same sound, and that has to be enough electricity for you to hear it. Obviously, you know that when you are sliding on the carpet and you just do those little shocks and stuff, you can hear them. Yeah. But this one sounded like so loud.
Crazy.
Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Or any
It's
of
called
the
static
children
electricity.
Here, or maybe somebody else. If
not
you
because
would
the
like to
place is
use
electrical.
your words through some of our devices, maybe you can give us a sign. If you're interested in having a conversation, we would just like to gather some information
What is up
from
with
you
this
so
hat?
that
Why would you
we
write-
know all of the stories that we've been told and that we've read about this place are true. So please use your energy. There's plenty of it here. We can tell. Just give us a sign.
I gotta say, dude, it's so damn hot in here. It's like we were talking to the maintenance guy. Remember how he was saying these haunted rooms have these technical issues?
Yeah.
I turned down to 59 2 hours ago. Well, this might sound like it's reaching, but also there was a massive fireball in here at one point.
It is reaching. You are reaching. 100% reaching. Okay. So yeah. So when we stayed at the Stanley, we did not stay in haunted rooms. We did not stay in 217 or the fourth floor, which a lot of people say is actually the more active floor. That's the people that work at the Stanley say that the fourth floor is much more active than room 217. While we were there, that's what they said. Whatever. I don't take stock into any of that crap. But the room that we stayed in, I want to say it was on the third floor. I believe. My memory's not great, so wouldn't trust it. But they do have a thermostat in every room, and it's a little electric thermostat, and you got buttons that you press on it. And we had it turned almost all the way off, and it was extremely warm in there. There are this is a really old building, so everything creaks, everything groans, and you close the door and it's loud. People walking outside is super, super loud. While we were there was a party in the next building over. It was a wedding, because this is a great wedding venue. And they were in the building, in another building that was not attached. And you could hear them they were outside the window, yelling. So there's no real insulation. There's the windows all are leaky. They're all the original windows. So the heat is turned on at the in the main area, really hot. So because it's cold outside. So all that heat comes right through the building. So this is not a technical glitch due to ghosts or whatever. It is an old building, and they turn the heat up really high in other places, and it just seeps through the doors because it's like a sieve.
Oh, strange that it's hot as hell constantly.
It's the
We
fireball
are
that's
gonna
causing
spend a
the
couple
heat
of
in
hours
there.
here, but if you can, it seemed like when we said Stephen King, that kind of showed us that you were here. So if that's the case, if you remember Stephen King, please give us a sign. Use your energy. I'm
Use
sure
your
you
energy.
would like to have a conversation with us.
I wouldn't.
Oh, whoa, that was cool.
Whoa.
Okay,
It was literally just the one on the left.
Yeah.
I was standing right here. Maybe they were too shy or scared because I'm on this side.
Well, it also shows that it's nothing to do with us, because you're standing right next to that one. If we were setting them off, that would go off too.
100%. Okay, as promised, I have this device and I have another one. We're gonna go ahead and set at the edge of the bed here. And
Let's talk about the REM pods, which is, what is it? What was the definition? Because the definition of a REM pod is funny on its own. Okay. REM stands for radiating electromagneticity, which is not a real word. So let's just say that it's radiating electromagnetic, which still is not a real thing. So it's basically a theremin device, and I don't know if you've ever. I'm sure you've seen it and you've heard it probably in some songs, but it was really popular back in like the 60s and the 70s and stuff like that. And it's like an antenna, and you get close to it and it makes a noise. And if you vary your distance, it changes the pitch. So it's using you as a capacitor to complete a circuit that is being broadcast into the air. The issue is that these are not the same. They are like, it's like a hobbyist kit to make your own theremin device, and they packaged it. So it's like $3 worth of electronics, sale for $200 because it says Ghost on it. It's the BMW of home electronic kits. Like, the little balls that light up when you move them, they're cat toys, and you can buy them for $1, but you put Ghost on it and you have to buy them for like $20-$30. So the issue with this is that there's so many things that can set these off. The most notable is radios, like little walkie-talkies that you have. You click it from 50 feet away and you can set it off. So if there's anybody in this building that has a radio, a walkie-talkie, it's going to set these off. So the only way that you can be really sure is to create a Faraday cage around it, and then it's never going to get set off because nothing's going to interfere with it. So it would kind of not work that way. The issue isn't so much that, you could use these for communication. The issue is that you can never be sure of its conclusion based on the fact that a simple walkie-talkie can set it off. Now, I'm not saying that someone has a walkie-talkie in their pocket that they click and, when they move around, which would do it. It could be someone else on the crew. I don't know if these people have, the twins have crew members outside of just the two of them, or the three. I'm sorry, there are three of them. I don't know that. But I would also imagine that the staff at the hotel would have walkie-talkies that they would use pretty consistently to communicate with one another. So unless you removed all of them, any security teams that would have a walkie-talkie, or any devices in the entire hotel, you can't be sure of what's setting these things off. My answer is it's a walkie-talkie.
And that will give you the opportunity to use whether it's one word or a whole sentence.
Odd noise.
Did you guys just
That.
A whistle? Wait, earlier in the interview, dude said that he heard little kids.
Yeah.
That kind of sounded like a little kid.
You know what's really weird? Is the one book they don't have a copy of here is The Shining.
No.
Look at this. They have all of Stephen King's, all of his works right there. There's no Shining.
Maybe somebody stole it.
It's a
Seriously?
conspiracy
Well, maybe
of
when
the
we bring it up,
ghosts.
it's like the spirit in here wants The Shining back in here. Because you said
But I said Stephen King.
That means nothing.
Just like
Again.
There is something going on with his name. Whoever is here, the devices at the edge of the bed, those are what you can use to talk to us. So if you'd like to, maybe you can give us your name or just tell us.
So okay, why are you showing that now? Did you just turn it off? But I don't think phones set it off. But it is weird that you turn it off after all the activity occurs. Or were they showing that they turned it off before? It's walkie-talkies that do it, not your cell phone. So it's not the same frequency. So I don't know why he did that. I really don't. So
What's on your mind? That's what we're looking for. You can continue to use any of these devices, and if you need more energy, I don't know if you do, but these cameras in all of their hands, you can use that energy. Just drain them.
why are the phones on the bed like that? Maybe you guys know that. Maybe this is something paranormal or part of the investigation that okay. Anyways.
Did you just hear something?
Yes.
It's a hotel. There's people there.
Hide! Kids, children. Is this a child?
I forgot. It's the apps on the phone.
I got chills, man.
Whoa, did you guys heard that?
Okay. All right. The stupidity here. Okay. The app that they use is the app that they developed. I don't think there's anything else that needs to be said about this or not. Me and my wife are both in IT, and she has been into app development for, basically before there were apps on phones, and I think before really there were cell phones. Yes, I'm old. You can program those things to do anything that you want to and say anything that you want to. But the short answer is these are random number generators that are pulling words out of a dictionary that you can pre-program with the words that you want it to say. You're going to the Stanley, so what would be the words that you would program in? Stephen King, Shining, Twins, all the things from the movies. They're going to start probably pulling up information from the movies too that have nothing to do with this. So what was the word that he said?
That sounded like somebody responded. Is this a child?
Yeah.
You're
Again,
not moving. That's crazy. Did you
the
just hear that
Stanley
knock?
is
I'm gonna go ahead and sit down here.
really loud.
Try to give
and
you a little
really
bit of space.
creepy.
Cross.
Like
Crosses.
cross.
I have crosses
I'm
on
gonna
my
cross.
necklace.
Oh my God.
You do? No way. Wait, I do too.
Yo!
What you got?
What the hell, man?
Can you see us? Because we can't see you, unfortunately.
Also, I want to say, if you haven't noticed yet,
I wish I didn't
my
see
brother
you.
and I are twins. So if that has anything to do with maybe you wanting to come forward and give us something.
The twins have nothing to do with the Stanley. They have to do with the movie.
That's behind me?
Yeah, right behind you. Whoa.
Can you let go?
And does anybody know what that device is? That little box there that they've set down. It couldn't be a radio transmitter, could it?
Ooh! Whoa! The only reason why I'm excited about that is because that REM pod seems like it's almost like malfunctioning.
Yeah.
But that just showed us that it's not.
Yeah. Bro, it also went off when you said, we're twins, do you like us? And the one device
True.
Yeah. Here's another thing that I'm thinking about right now. What if the twin spirits were here right now? Because, one, we did dress up like how they looked.
Yeah.
Two, we are twins and they noticed. And each of them are on one of the sides.
That's true. Two. Bro, and none of the other devices in this entire room are going off.
Okay.
The music box, the middle REM pod.
That gave me a weird feeling.
If that's the case, if there are twins here, two spirits, children, can you please light both of them up?
Who's that?
Do you guys hear that?
No, do not hear it.
Nobody's out there. That was clean footsteps. You guys hear?
Whoa.
Oh!
How do you...
Lantern went off too? That's it!
How did you know there's nobody out there without opening the freaking door and
Oh
looking?
my god, I have goosebumps, man. Why? It loves the right side.
But the left one keeps doing it too.
Because there's a walkie-talkie closer to that side than the other side.
Dude, same pattern but different colors.
Did you hear that?
I did.
No.
Can you let go of that?
Again, didn't
please?
hear it.
There's a curse.
There's a curse.
Why would you program that sentence into your REM pod?
What the f?
Into your
I don't know,
app
this is
that you
really
made?
strange.
There's a curse.
I think that little smooch did us in, man. Shut the f, dude.
Whoa.
Whoa.
This is starting to freak me the out.
Do you know the woman who had blown up in this room? Okay. If
What
you
was
know
that?
her name, or if she is here, can you give us her name in that device, in one of those devices, please?
Was that you?
Dude. It's the floor. Literally right there. That was on this side.
No, that's what I thought it was.
Boom.
It just said them.
I'm alone here.
I'm alone here. Is it not the twins?
It might be her.
Or it could be a twin looking for the other.
Okay. You just said it was the twins. You just said it. And now it's not the twins, but you glossed over the curse thing.
Oh.
Your
I
people.
once lived here.
Oh, dude.
But nobody lived there.
That's her. What is your name, please?
Please go right.
Dude, right side of the bed is the one that's triggering constantly. Please go right.
Is this where you want one of us to go? Right now it's a little confusing. We're not fully understanding what you're trying to tell us.
Yeah, that's the audience too. We don't understand what you're trying to tell us.
Now this is not doing anything.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, what the? What the?
Oh my god. Thank you. Whoa.
Bro.
That's the first time the center one went off.
Yes, that is the first time that went off. Dude, that was a huge spike.
This went to the top.
only thing about
and
that
right
device
before
in the
all of
center.
them, I started saying, dude,
What-
look
what-
at this. And then
what
they
is
all
that?
went crazy.
Have you seen that before?
No.
Seriously, what is
Dude,
that
the
thing?
most it'll go is 1 or 2 bars. And that's if you hold it next to something that is putting out like EMF.
That's so crazy.
And how come the third one never went off before? It's really wonderful that you're setting all these off for us and kind of coming closer to us. Could you do it one more time, or even like Ryan here has been asking, just tell us your name?
I'm just gonna hold my hands up only because
The other thing I don't like is they don't tell you what the devices are. So you just have to take their word for it that they're working the way that they're supposed to. So since you don't know how they work, or what triggers them or what doesn't trigger them, how you could get a false positive out of it, none of that stuff. So you're left up to them being the experts, or not even so much the experts, but just that the evidence that they're collecting is accurate. And I have a problem with that. I have a big problem with that.
I don't want people to be like, there's something on him.
Oh!
Dude! The same just happened.
And the middle one is going...
Oh!
Dude, the middle one is going off now, so something is coming into the room.
Okay, so they still have not left this freaking room. We're 20 minutes in. They haven't left the room. And all it does is it's the same buzzing that's been going off. There's nothing new here.
Getting stronger as we're going along.
And these guys are really bothering me.
Crazy, bro.
Seriously, dude.
It's people in the hotel.
I swear to God, I heard someone say hello. Like, through the door, though.
No way.
Because they're wondering why a bunch of freaking idiots are screaming.
No one's there.
Yeah.
Elizabeth? Is that you? Oh. Whoa.
What? Hold on. I want to do a test.
Okay, so I like taking things for face value. Okay, let's just say all of this is working and they are talking to a ghost. So far, the ghost has been triggered because of the reference of twins, of Elizabeth, of Stephen King, of The Shining. We've heard references to crosses, to I'm Alone, but it's also twins. None of this stuff is a pattern, right? So even if you're not looking at it objectively and you are looking for patterns that occur, it's the same thing with the flashy light thing that you do, which is basically caused by heat and cold that blinks on and off, right? And even if you're looking for patterns there, like if you are asking the same question, you get the same response, then that's the thing that you can attribute it to. None of this information is a pattern. All of this information is just a shotgun of ideas, and you're picking what you want to off of the wall, and there's your evidence. At least be cohesive about the evidence you're collecting, because none of this is the same. It is all vastly different. And again, we haven't left this room. And we also don't know, are they alone? Are there guests? Like, what's the status of this place? Because I can tell you, this place is booked, usually solid.
Do we have an EMF? Where's our EMF? I need to try this.
Holy cross. River's checking right now to see if there is any interference.
It doesn't.
No
easy
way
enough
the
to
phone
measure.
doesn't even. Okay, I'm gonna try the other side real quick. I just want to see.
Radio frequency that sets it off. So, radio frequency. So why are you using the EMF detector around there?
What is going on?
Yeah, there's no EMF.
So what the is going on then? Why are both of those going off?
Well, you got to think about the fact that it's literally when we ask questions, it's not just randomly.
Yeah.
He goes, "Is this
It is
Elizabeth?"
randomly. It's been randomly the entire
Do you
time.
like the fact that we're twins in this room? Boom. Stephen King 3 times. Boom.
Hiding in the dark.
Hiding in the dark.
I just got a brilliant idea. I'm gonna try something.
I'm sure
what
you
I'm gonna
did.
do is, if it is a child, we don't know. If it is, that would be awesome. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick the flashlight under the bed. Great idea. See if they go under the bed.
Okay, so this is the
Two
second.
ladies here.
Flashlight under the bed.
here.
Ladies or
I would say the 2 twin girls.
Sacrifice.
2 ladies here in sacrifice.
There's other unknown spirits here because when the hotel exploded, like 10% of the entire hotel exploded.
Oh, so they lost records of people staying here? That makes a whole lot of sense.
Bro, that is
No, it doesn't.
unbelievable that it says 2 ladies here, and we're having these weird twin duality
Okay, but
things.
here's
2
another
things.
Do we know for a fact if spirits stay their age? What if it were the twins but they grew up? I don't know. Let's get this REM pod up on the middle and see what happens with this flashlight.
Totally new.
Little boy around you.
Well, those twins aren't growing up.
Dude!
Little boy around you.
Child, little boy, do not be afraid of us, please. I have this flashlight. What I'm gonna do is...
Taylor.
Taylor! Do they know his name?
No, it could be
I prove I'm here.
Oh, dude. Okay. Taylor, little boy. Oh, what the
there's no way.
The one on top too.
Oh my god, this is so much.
Oh my God, there's 4 devices. 5,
I need, dude.
6, 7 devices in that one room.
Drop my camera because of how weird this is.
Okay, Taylor, what I'm gonna do is stick this flashlight under the bed. If you can, tap it and turn it on for us, please. Use your energy. Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Dude,
I'm assuming
I'm
this
straight
is
up
a
there. Goosebumps. all the
normal
way around.
flashlight. This
It
is
makes
not one
perfect
that
sense.
is
2
proven that
ladies
it
here,
doesn't
the
work,
duality. You start
or
talking about
that
little
it can
places.
be. It's not so much that it can be faked, but that it basically just goes on and off based on the heat. It's just real simple. You know, there's a little. What you're doing is you're screwing this piece of metal, and it's coming into contact with this other piece, and then as it gets hot, it expands and it shuts off, and when it gets cold, it contracts and turns on. So it's literally goes off and on for heat, and if you ask it enough questions, you will eventually get the answer you want. So
To put flashlight under the bed, little boy here around you, talking about the boy, all of the devices again.
And we haven't even gone to the most haunted room yet.
No, this is like the, and it's still unbelievably hot in here.
Warm.
Dude, you were just talking about how hot it was.
Way. We literally were just talking about how warm it is.
Little boy, if your name is Taylor, I set a light under the bed, just like I said I was going to do. If you're here, can you please reach under there?
these guys
and
are just
turn it
funny
on?
to watch,
Somebody was telling us that they were hiding.
and I don't mean in a nice way.
Hiding in
They're
the dark.
funny, like in a horrible, really dumb way.
No way!
Recognize.
Oh my god. Thank you
Recognize.
so much.
Can you turn it off now, please?
They just did.
Of course, it just
Off.
did.
Okay, I know where all the energy is. The kid is under the bed. That would make all the sense.
Would it?
Wait. I just... Oh, dude. Whoa.
Yeah, and it's going to turn off.
I saw that one light up.
I bet if you put
This
that thing
went
on a
off,
timer, it
and then
would
the-
turn on and off
Oh my
regular
God.
intervals.
Spread, dude, it spread.
Was under the bed.
Be cautious.
Be cautious.
So now you're saying it was under the bed. So
What
if the
should
light
we
comes
be
back on
cautious
again,
of?
it's all bullshit because the kid's not under the bed anymore.
What is that?
It's people in the fucking hotel.
That was
sorry,
3 knobs.
sorry. I'm okay.
Can you please turn that light
Okay.
off under the bed? It's been on for a while.
Wait long
I
enough,
hear
it'll
it.
go on. So if it
Turn
goes
it
on
off,
any
please.
time now, or off. Yep.
No.
That was on for a long time, dude. There's no way. They understand what we're saying.
This is unbelievable, dude. Can
It
you
is
turn that
unbelievable.
light on
I
under
don't
the bed
believe
like
it.
You've been doing? Yo, I was gonna ask if it was to do with the fire, bro. Burned. That's what I was exactly about to ask.
Burnt.
I'm ready to retire.
Burnt.
Bro, that is the
How would you, if you wanted to get specific answers involving a location that you're going to? You know you're going to the Stanley. You know the story of the Stanley. You know that there was a fire at the Stanley. So let me guess, you could have an app that you designed, helped create. If that's the reality, that's what they say, that they were involved in its development. So I'm assuming that they had input into it. So you would fill the dictionary full of words like fire, heat, warm, burnt, all the words that would relate to the Stanley. You could input it ahead of time and then put it on a random number generator. This is not difficult. And actually, I wonder if there is an app already that you could make that would just show on the screen random words using a random number generator. Like, I don't even think I would have to develop it, and it's not really something. I mean, that sounds like something that would take an afternoon to develop with a decent programmer. I couldn't do it. I am not a programmer, could not do it. But I understand the technology, understand how it works. Use random number generators for cipher codes within computer communication. So, there's a whole story around that, which is fascinating stuff. But regarding this, this is like very simple stuff. This is very simple stuff. Random number generator that pulls from a dictionary where you can input the characters, the words. And there might be a chance that the one that you buy, because I know it's you have to buy this. The one that you buy, you might not be able to program the words, but again, remember, they're working with the developers, or they are the developers of this product. So they could just tell them to program whatever they wanted to, or they have a special version that allows them to do it. And actually, that would be really good. Is the one that you sell to everybody is hard coded. You cannot add dictionaries. Look how real this is, so that when you see them using the app, you can say, well, there's no way in that app you can add words. But that doesn't mean they're getting a special download that they can do that with. So I'm not sold on an app that you can program, that they program isn't doing this shit.
I'm gonna ask if your death had something to do with the fire and the explosion.
Threat. Be cautious. Guys, the room is a threat. She's trying to warn us that it's gonna...
The room is a threat.
Whoa. I don't want to say it super loud because I don't want somebody to think that, we're a threat. That is
Trust
insane.
me, nobody thinks you're a threat.
She's literally telling us.
Nobody
so there's
does.
definitely multiple spirits in here.
She's saying, like,
Oh
there's
my
a threat
God.
in here. You don't know what's about to happen. It's like repeating the past.
Okay, Colin.
Unfinished business.
Oh my God, why are you still here? That's what I just asked. I said, why are you stuck here?
Unfinished business.
Dude, this is incredible.
Dark
Well,
entity
you kind of
here.
edited that out.
dude.
Dark entity here.
Be cautious, dark. It started to change all of a
Why
sudden.
doesn't it say something that doesn't have to do with ghosts? Why couldn't it say something like, I would enjoy a bowl of spaghetti? Or, I don't know, anything else? Why is it that all of these ovuluses and devices that they use, I'm not going to say spirit box because that's literally just the words that are pulled from the radio, which is something else. But why is it that all the words that the ghost can only say words that are related to ghosty, haunty, darky things? Right? Like, why can't it say stuff evolving around, I don't know, the life and times of when these people died? How about that? Like, what's your favorite color? Like, like these ghosts only have ghosty things to talk about if they're real. If you were having a real conversation with a ghost, the ghost is only concerned about being a ghost. That's it. There's like nothing else. Well, tell us about your life. Well, ooh, spooky, unfinished business, fire. Instead of like, I don't know, what was their favorite movie? It's ridiculous.
When King had his experiences and there were dark entities that he saw.
Was it?
Oh!
Every time. Dude, something has to be going on here.
The light.
They just all went off the same time.
Not at peace.
No, it did not.
Not at peace. Oh my God. Man, how is this happening?
You
Did not
programmed it
just
to
see
say that.
Yes.
They all went off at the same time, like stopped buzzing.
Yeah. So let's talk about even the REM
Which means
pods
someone was
going
using
off,
a
they're hitting
radio
the same
down
signal.
in the lobby.
But what about
Cool.
the flashlight? A REM pod signal, something that would trip a REM
It
pod
did
off,
not
would
go off
trip
at
a
the same time.
flashlight.
It literally did not go off at the same time. It did not. So I don't understand it. You saw it when the things went off, and 3 seconds later the light came on. That is not the exact same time. And what do those prove? You're not proving
So how
anything.
do all those go off and the light under the bed go off?
You know what I think it might be? Now there's a chain
The light went
reaction.
on, by the way,
now
not
that we
off.
put something in the middle, now it has to do with some sort of chain reaction.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're saying that they're not connected.
Yes, it's me.
Okay. The woman, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Is it you, Elizabeth?
Dude, I was just talking about that.
No, you weren't.
Elizabeth.
You were talking
who
about
else
the
is
chain
here?
reaction
Because
from the
somebody's trying
light.
to warn us about either what happened here, you may think it's going to happen again, or there is an evil entity who maybe caused what happened to you. We don't know. But we do know about the evil entities that are here because of all the stories that people have told. And they've witnessed things. Maybe you can give us more of a warning and more information.
I feel weirder in here all of a sudden.
It does feel weird, huh?
It's just growing stronger. At the beginning, it was like positive almost energy.
Hi.
Yeah. So that's herd mentality. If it's true, which I don't believe it is. But if it's true that the energy shifted, and I always love how one person says it, and then everybody's like, oh, you're right, it does. That's like a Ghost Adventures kind of thing, which I have issues with that. It's always about feeling. Okay, but let's say it is. Let's go on this and say it's feeling weird, and it was positive before, and now it's a negative. That's the vibe you're putting out there. We are herd mentality. That is how we survive in this world. So one person says it, everybody else starts to feel it. That doesn't prove ghosts. That proves that you're animals. In a positive way, not like an animal. Like you know what I'm saying. Anyways, we'll move on.
We just reached out to Elizabeth.
She came in. That's what I heard through the door. Oh, it is. You heard that. Oh,
You're respectful.
no, we didn't.
Yo! Thanks. How many spirits are here? Can you maybe give us a number?
Ignore the
3
knocking.
knocks.
It's people in the hotel. Dude, just stop with the knocking and the movement. See?
Hang on.
Someone's above
Don't
you.
move real quick.
Suffer.
Suffer.
You were just talking about the
Guys?
You're respectful. Now suffer. Again,
Nobody's
if you look
moving,
at
and somebody's
patterns,
knocking.
nothing matches up. The bench. The
Oh
bench.
my god.
Are you tapping on that bench right now? Because it sounds very close to us.
That's the bench.
how many
Hands down.
knocks? There's like 6, 7 knocks. Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it sounds like.
And the flashlight's
13.
13 spirits.
13 spirits.
13 ghosts.
Wait, that
Wasn't that a
just
movie?
actually gave us a number.
Okay, maybe that's the amount of spirits that are here in the hotel. Can you tell us how many there are in this room?
Lights went
Because
out again.
if there's
again.
13 in here,
It's going to keep going on
that's
and
a
off and
lot
on
of
and off and on
spirits.
and off.
Run.
I'm telling you, it's like something darker and something normal is here.
Let me out. Hall?
No way.
Run. Hall. Maybe the dark entity had made their way here to the room because what's also very odd. What's going on?
I know that they're so quiet.
The evil entity. Are you?
That's going to go off again.
Right when you said the
Wait,
evil entity.
The bench.
That was only 2 of them.
Just 2 of them.
Yeah, not
And
this
they were literally right where we were. The bench again. Different device. Are you sitting on that bench right now? Is that what's going on? Who's telling us to run? Because they were also telling us to hide. Maybe the child is scared of somebody. Maybe Elizabeth would be scared too.
You can run, but you can't hide,
I don't know.
bitch.
She killed. You know
No,
what?
she didn't.
That almost
There's no
makes
story
sense.
of that.
If she was the one that lit the explosion, she did probably end lives. Maybe she feels guilty about it till she died.
Witness.
Witness. Somebody witnessed.
Oh my god.
She lived.
Rewrite
Do you know if
history.
people died in the
Rewrite
explosion,
history.
Wyatt?
So 10% of the hotel wasn't as lucky. That's how they worded it.
Do you ever feel like your brain's
10%
melting?
Wasn't as lucky.
Like-
after they said that she did survive.
Like your reality is shifted,
Okay.
and you wonder how
Somebody was warning
you
us to
got
run.
to this point in your
We're not
life.
necessarily running nor scared, but we're gonna go ahead and give you the respect.
right
We're
now.
gonna leave this
How I
room.
feel.
If any of the spirits want to follow with us to the other room that we have, we are going to room 428. Guys, this is amazing. So far, it's insane.
The attic.
Oh, that's where we're going. It's the cowboy attic, bro. That's where we're going. The cowboy attic. No door.
The fourth floor?
It's, dude.
Used to be the attic.
Oh my God, dude.
Don't go.
No, dude. No. No. That's so crazy.
Are you kidding me? The fourth floor is supposed to be the most haunted. When my dad lived here, the entire...
All three again.
Every single person on the staff refused to go up there.
Dude, I'm starting to get nervous.
I know. What the hell's up there? What's waiting for us?
Shadow.
Oh! What the dude?
No shot.
Oh my God.
I know they don't want us to go, but we're gonna take the risk. So what we're gonna do is go up to the room and go completely lights out and start that investigation. Let's take the risk. So let's go. Okay, if any spirits followed us into room 428, the cowboy's attic,
So ridiculous.
we are here. We were also warned that there's an
Do they
evil
have one of
entity
those
here.
the motion
If you are
activated
here,
devices
if anybody is here,
that looks like a
can you
coffin
please make yourself known?
on the table?
Did somebody just move in front of their IR light?
What do you mean?
I saw a shadow go across the wall right there.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. It was on my camera right there.
Was that you?
We have devices here on the floor, on the tables, on the bed. If you are here, walk up to one of those
Why I
devices,
drank.
please. Give us a sign. Use your energy. Guys, I've never felt this. Oh my God. Dude, I've never felt this in my life. The front half of me is cold and my back area is like on fire. It is so hot. Almost like somebody is just pressing their skin, their chest or something right up against me. As if they just got out of
So
like a sauna.
is that a radiator behind him?
heavy in here.
Like a heater?
Dude, if we had a thermal camera, I bet you $100 there would be a discoloration of heat behind me. If you are here and you understand us, these two balls, these two toys, can you please light
Oh,
one
they
of
brought
those
out the
up?
balls, the cat balls.
When we walked in and started setting our stuff up before we shut these lights out, you started to tap both of them. Can you please show
All right. Have you ever, you guys ever seen these cat balls before? And I'm not talking about the ghost ones, because they're the same thing. So, but the cat balls. And honestly, I don't know why they call them cat balls, because I had gotten some for our kids not too long ago too. So they used to go off all the time. So all they are is a little momentary switch in there. Just, you know, when you shake it or you hit it, it goes. So it's the same thing. Those things get hotter, get cold. Like we had one that was just broken all the time and it would just go off randomly. So obviously it was a ghost, and not because these are cheaply made electronics that were never intended to be used for ghost hunting. I think the idea originally was probably, I'm using a lot of probablys because I don't know, but I could see someone using these as like a trigger object so that you could see if it moved a lot. So you might not be able to see the ball move around, you know, on the thermal or the night vision, because the video quality sucks on these. But you would see the light up, which means that something moved it. Or there was a temperature change, or it was just defective. Because it's just a little tiny piece of metal. It's just like the flashlight thing. It's just a blinking version of the flashlight that you would use. It's just going to go off when it gets hot. Metal expands and contracts. So does wood. Why you hear all the knocking in a very loud hotel. And actually, I just talked to my wife, and I had asked her the question, hey, when we were at the Stanley, would you, outside of the wedding that was going on, because we heard wedding and there were voices that you could hear that were like in another building, You could still hear their voices. That's how airy this place is. But outside of that, the voices, would you consider the Stanley to be a quiet hotel or a loud one? And she was like, it was so loud that even when the guests left for the wedding or went to sleep or whatever, it was almost so much noise that we could barely sleep. And that's just wood creaking. You could hear footsteps everywhere. You could hear people outside. There were freaking elk outside. And I bet you're going to hear like some wailing in the distance. Elk. They sound scary as heck when you are there. They come right through, there's no insulation in these windows, so you hear everything outside. But there's literally elk that are 100 feet away that come up, and they're make these loud, almost like screams. I'll play one. I'll have to remind myself to play one for this video. But you could, and I'll bring up my photos too, where from our hotel room, from our room, you could see the elk and people out there interacting with them. So it is a very loud, noisy, moving place. Up until 1 a.m, I think, is when we finally got a little bit of peace where you couldn't hear anything. Even the beds were creaky, and it was just I can't even say the word. It was very loud.
Us that you can do it again.
And again, the knocking. Just anything to knocking, just take it out. It's just knocking.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was very loud, too.
What's weird is the fact that those were going crazy. Then we finally started filming. Dude.
Right when I talked about it.
Or it's somebody else. Guys, you guys want to hear something crazy?
No.
Story says that there have
I want to
been
hear something
multiple
sane.
people who have slept in this bed and woken up to some shadow figure that looks like they're wearing cowboy gear, hat and all, standing at the edge of the bed and staring at.
The place is called the Cowboy Attic. So how much is that? The name of the name of that room is put into your subconscious when you go to sleep. So you dream about cowboys in the attic. So the real thing is, why is this room called the Cowboy Attic?
There was also a woman who woke up to this shadow, this close to her face, leaning over. Not even arms, it was just leaning over like this.
No way.
Almost like it was going to kiss her.
No, thank you.
Whoa. I would die.
Wasn't one of the last things that it said down there shadow?
Very inappropriate.
Literally in an attic?
Yeah, right before we came up. And whatever, don't come or
That's
don't
why
go.
I freaked out. Because that is legit what is up here. I didn't know about the attic part. I didn't pay attention to that one. I think I just saw the EMF meter go off.
Where are you
Probably.
in this room?
We have all these devices that are laying around. You just went in front of that one. If you did go over to that device, that's an EMF meter. If you go up, touch it or anything, it'll start to spike different colors.
No, it won't.
Also, that device right there, if you touch it...
There are the things that can set off EMF as well, and I think phones are one of those. I don't know if everybody remembers. There's a huge thing about phones, right? That they cause cancer, right? And the reason they cause cancer is because they released a lot of EMF. And everybody said EMF caused cancer. It could be true. I don't know. The whole problem with it is that people oftentimes attribute things that are called radiation, or radiates, as being all negative, and it is not true. Not all of it's true. Radar is a type of radiation. You just look up the spectrum of radiation that occurs. EMF comes from power. So phones, power, all of their equipment, all of their camera equipment, puts out EMF. All of it does. So oftentimes too, the fact that they got it on the table is actually really nice. I will have to say that. But we don't know if someone got close to it during that time, or if there was another device nearby that kind of got activated, or I don't know, maybe their cell phones hit a cell tower at the wrong time. I don't know. EMF means nothing, And the big question that I have is, when did we come up with this idea that ghosts are made of EMF? Where did that come from? That ghosts can manipulate EMF. I that's the part I don't get. That ghosts are able to, manipulate EMF, manipulate. Well, actually, everything they say is EMF, which is funny because it's the thing that's around us all the time. So, yeah, the tri-field meter, they don't use it for ghost hunting. It was like a device that was used to figure out where like power lines are. I think it was like you could use it to figure out like where power was in a wall or something like that. I think. Don't quote me on that one, but. It wasn't intended for ghost hunting. It was intended to be an instrument for detecting things around you. And it was all of a sudden, whoa, now I feel this way. It's EMF. Ooh.
Or get near it at all.
Spooky.
It'll light up. You clearly went up to it. Thank you. Can you do it again?
This is weird.
Yes.
It's eerily quiet. My back hurts like a all of a sudden.
Just got a scratch.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, really.
My back is killing me.
You too, Wyatt?
I was gonna say I feel like I need to sit down.
My back's fine.
Lucky.
I'm just hanging out with a bunch of
old men, huh?
yeah.
I want to try something.
You're the
I
same
want
age
all
as
four of us
twins?
to sit in a circle right here.
Do you not know
See
how
if we can
twins work?
tune all of our energy together. See if this will maybe give him more strength. They are here. We know it. You can feel
we don't.
whoever it is. Let's do it. Let's sit in a circle.
Sure.
We're sitting here in a circle. We're trying to help you with energy. I have this device here that you can use your words and we can hear your voice. Because right now, if you are trying to say something, or if you're trying to show us that you're here, we can't see you nor hear you. But this device is special and it allows us to hear what you sound like. I'm going to set it here in the middle, and what I want you to do is go as close as you can and project your voice as loud as possible. Okay, you guys ready to do any beep beep?
I'm ready, baby.
Okay, hold on. Okay, he's using. Yep. So they don't use. They don't use anything that works correctly. All right, I can't remember the model number of this. This is like a DB9 or something like that. It's a voice recorder from like the 80s or 90s or something like that. The design hasn't changed, and the reason why the design hasn't changed is because ghost hunters love it so much. No, I don't think they make it anymore. They sell for like $300 or something like that. They were like $15 voice recorders from the 80s. But the reason why they're used is because they sound so shitty. Like, if you ever watch Ghost Adventures and they play back the audio, you notice they don't play back their voice that much. The reason being is that you can barely understand their own voice. So it has the worst encoder for audio on these things. So any noise that comes through, a fan, a cricket farting, is going to sound like a human voice coming out of it. And then it's just interpretation. And any time that they put the phrase up, like if you're watching a ghost show and they put a phrase up when you hear an EVP or any noise, it's bullshit. And the reason being is because your brain interprets what's written down as the noise that comes out of it. It's 100% true. It's been proven. Beardo got it absolutely right when he was talking about like a spirit box or something like that. And he played, at the beginning of it, he had 2 words up and the words were completely different. And he played a sound, and depending on which one you looked at was the word that you would hear. So if you close your eyes and listen, so don't look at the subtitle. And actually, you know what? I might cover this up because you know they're going to put subtitles up of what is heard. And I want you guys to determine what is the word that you hear out of this thing when it comes up. Because I guarantee you it's going to be nonsense and gobbledygook. And if you don't read what it shows, you would never interpret that the word coming out of there is the word they said. So let's see. Let's see what they say.
Are the stories true about the man who stands at the edge of the bed watching people sleep?
Someone was telling us to avoid coming up here. Why? Is it dangerous in here?
They probably didn't want to put up with their BS.
Are you the shadow person that everyone sees when they stay in here?
I am the shadow.
The shadow, the man that's in here. What's your name?
Clarence.
Are the stories true about the man who stands at the edge of the bed watching people sleep?
Turning up the subtitles.
To avoid coming up here. Why? Dangerous in here?
It's like a little fart of a noise. Nope, that wasn't in there.
Yes.
Yes. Man that's in here. What's your
Oh my God.
Did that say Tom?
I heard that, bro. Yeah.
Whoa.
For my own sake, I just
I heard that.
quick again.
Are the stories true about the man who stands at the edge of the bed watching people sleep?
Yes, it is true.
Someone was telling us to avoid coming up here. Why? Dangerous in here?
I mean, just sound like little tiny, like clips of farts. And they're making words into them and then putting up on the screens that you think there's words in them. Don't believe the lies.
Man that's in here. What's your name?
So
My
I heard
God.
yes, it is true, and then yes. I don't know like what else. It's a lot easier when we're editing. You can actually listen because you have headphones on. But that was pretty crazy. They're not scared to admit it.
No.
Let's do one more, and
They're
then
not
see if
scared
we
to
can
admit
try
it.
something else. Is there only one spirit here in this room?
I'm going to get me one of those. I want to get me one of those so that I can play back this bullshit that comes through.
Could you say one of our names to us? There's Ryan, River, Wyatt, and Colin. Could you say that?
No, but I'm pretty sure you're going to put that in.
The shadow, can you tell us why you're here?
The real question is, why are you there?
Whoever's
Again,
in here,
old hotel.
do you mean harm to anyone, or are you just here to observe?
I just want to know if this is the cowboy. Can you say something like cowboy or hat to let us know that it's you, partner?
Okay, last EVP.
Is there only one spirit
There is.
Could you say one of our names to us? There's Ryan, River, Wyatt, and Colin. Can you say that?
Did it just say all of our names?
I heard.
So if you when they were like the question mark, you know what it sounded like is clothes rubbing together, which I always assumed was probably 90% of EVPs, that no matter how still you stand, that, you know, the ruffling of your clothes, even just a little bit, because the thing's like searching for sound. It's like, and you ever notice that you don't hear much of it when someone's talking. It's only when they're quiet, when that device is ramping up, because it feels like that would be what it's doing. Is it's always trying to level out the volume, but I don't know how that works internally. Eat something. Here to kill.
To observe.
That is not what I heard. It's gonna be Pat.
Dude, it either said cowboy or it said hello.
I know.
I thought it said hat.
Dude, my body is so chilled up right now.
That's some good EVPs, boys.
Every single one was on fire.
Those might
Class
clearly be some of
A.
the best ones I think we've got.
The Class A EVPs.
Okay, this time let's try to be careful or quiet. Sorry, let's try to be quiet so that we can hear everything.
Yeah.
Is there only one spirit here in this room?
All it was.
There's Ryan, River, Wyatt, and Colin. Did you say that? Shadow, tell us why.
That's like them That's like them moving around.
Whoever's in here, do you mean harm to anyone?
You should put question marks on everything. Everything is a question mark.
I just want to know if this is the cowboy. Can you say something like cowboy or hat to let us know that it's you, partner?
Hello.
Bro, I also hear.
Yeah, that's literally kind of what I
Okay,
was thinking.
so it says hat. I hear hello.
Either or. I mean,
Yeah. Either. Oh, okay. Right there, you know this is all bullshit, right? I heard hat. I heard hello. And what this guy's about to say is, it doesn't matter. It was intelligent. But it was, if you have to interpret, if you can choose two different words based on what you want to hear, then that's not intelligent. That's you deciphering garbage.
it's the same exact response.
Well, I mean, like, what if they're like, you, I ain't. Guys, red!
Oh, we didn't even notice that.
How did no one hear that?
I did, that's why I looked.
I cannot
'Cause I'm
wait to
better.
listen to those with headphones on.
I'm smarter.
Oh?
Is that you right there?
The cowboy. Wyatt, when it beeps like that, slowly, that means they're standing right next to you.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm just letting you know. It'd start to beep closer the closer they get to the device.
If that shadow guy,
Dude.
if you can hear me, you understand what I'm saying. Please show yourself. We want to see it. We want to see what these people see. Can you do that for us?
Can you make any of the other devices light up, buzz, whatever they do? Can you try, please? Use your energy. Wait. EMF meter. Where? That's right there.
No way.
Yeah, I heard it.
I heard the click.
That makes sense. Wyatt, they were standing right next to you, and they went right there.
It would also be awesome if you could touch that little red light over there by the lamp. I know you played with it once.
I'm also going to note this. My back is not on fire anymore. My body's like leveled front and back now. Okay, guys. So one thing that some of you, hopefully a
He's
lot
not
of you
standing
know,
with,
and
next
if you
to the
don't,
heater anymore.
the Estes method was actually created here. What the plan is Colin is going to drop his camera for 30 minutes. We're going to do an Estes method for our channel, and then we're going to drop our camera and do an Estes method on his channel. The goal here is to try and see if we can gather some information. It's time to do an Estes method. Okay, guys, it's time for me to go.
Excited.
Let's do this.
Okay, if you don't know by now, what my twin here is doing is called an Estes method. Basically what happens is you can actually use your voice to speak to him. If you want to say anything, just tell him and he'll say it out loud so that we can hear. If we ask a question, that's how you'll answer it.
I feel you in the room. My name's Colin. Can you say hello or hi or yes to let us know that you're here?
I see you.
Whoa!
All right, so can you let us know, is this the cowboy?
I'm here.
It's the cowboy's here. Did you die here, or why are you here?
Summoned.
What?
Here.
Where exactly are you in this room?
That's me in the corner. Oh my god. By the phone.
Corner by the phone, bro. That one? Is that where the phone is?
Yes. But bro, the K2 just went nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're...
Ooh, it's
there it goes again. Oh!
It's me.
No way!
Yeah, no way. Yeah, I
Okay,
agree.
so you're over here,
Apparently,
man.
you can
my
hear
God,
through those
this is
headphones.
Scary, guys.
So you were summoned here. Are you human? Or do you present yourself as human?
So, okay, so the K2 meter, what this device is, what the K2 meter does is it's called safe EMF detection. And what it's made for is that you can carry this around and see what devices in your house puts out too strong of an EMF field. That's it. Nothing more. So all it detects is how much EMF is being put out by devices around you. Nothing more. It's absolutely nothing more. But we put stock in it. Like the ghost hunters put stock that this means ghosts. And its intention is to tell you whether or not the TV is putting out too much EMF or not, because it might be broken or harmful in some way. So if it's not putting out massive amounts. So if it goes red, it just means that a device somewhere is putting off too much EMF. That's it. That's it. But since it's a scale, like green to red, it's not a measurement. It is like it's like the check engine light on your car. When the check engine light goes off, it doesn't tell you how bad something is. It tells you that there is something bad. So red can mean anything. Red can mean slightly bad to maybe it's really dangerous. Who knows? But if it pegs at red, who knows what the ability for this meter to detect? Don't know. And I'd actually, again, all these devices, I want to get them. And I want to test them. And I want to test them for stuff that's around me. Like literally in this one room that I'm in right now. Because I know there is the main power, because I'm in a basement. My main power of my house goes right above me. It's right there. I know that. So I bet you in this room, EMF is super high. But If I was a ghost hunter, I would say there's a lot of ghosts in this room. And my house is so inactive, it's not even funny. I'm
freaked out, dude.
Yeah.
That thing didn't go off for the last 45 minutes.
This is very scary.
Can you do one thing for us? Can you clarify your name? Can you say your name again?
What the River? You
I
see
was
that?
chained. From hell.
From hell.
What's that tapping?
Can you say your name again? We couldn't hear it last time.
The heater.
Do you have one?
It's the heater that's tapping.
He's the cowboy. He doesn't have a name.
That's insane.
Why wouldn't the cowboy have a name? Because he can't come up with one.
With me, that's on this door, bro.
No. Very evil laughing.
Mine is an evil laugh.
What is that?
That's that. That's in there.
Inside.
Dude, no.
I'm hiding.
Shut the up. Can you open that door for us? Or is
Why
that too
don't
much energy
you
for
open the door and see what's inside the door?
Yo, bro, am I tripping? Or did this just get so much more crazy all of a sudden?
Be
I opened
an
it.
investigator
This was a
and
different voice.
investigate
I don't know if
what
that
is
didn't make
causing the
sense.
noise.
What is that tapping, bro? Okay, so
He wants him.
It's the heater. That's what's making that tapping sound. It sounds exactly what I witnessed in the Stanley when the heater would turn on or off. That's the heater.
Who?
yeah, who does he want? Can you give us a name? There's Colin,
Which I think is on that
Wyatt,
back
River,
wall,
and Ryan here.
right where he was standing when he said, "My back is hot."
Me too, but
It's the heater.
Who asked?
I just asked. My name's Colin. Can you give us a name? Who do you want? Dude, what? How is the K2 doing that?
I don't know.
River?
I have no idea.
Cowboy.
I don't know. Maybe it's the device that he's got that's 3 feet away from it. Maybe it's the camera that's a foot away from it. Maybe it's coming from his headphones. Maybe it's coming from the electrical wiring. Maybe it's coming from a million different things that can cause EMF. Doesn't mean it's a ghost or supernatural or any of that shit. I'm calm.
Wait, can you show us?
Listen.
Open.
Someone wants to... Dude, Colin, open that door.
Yeah, open the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna open
You
this
should have
door
done
right
that like
here.
10 minutes ago.
What do you want out of this?
Quit playing around.
Dude, it's cold in here.
Is it?
Yeah.
What the f***?
Okay. Okay, so just imagine you're in an attic that's been, I don't know if it's original to the Stanley or not. Don't know enough about it. But let's also assume too that it still has the 100-year-old installation. And you're on the outside. That's an outside wall, and you've had the door closed. It is going to be cold in there. Again, always supernatural. Not it's cold because it's on the outside wall. It's a freaking an old building.
It's the main door.
Something like to put spray foam insulation in there.
The moment I open the door, too.
Are you in here with us?
And you know what it's next to as well as that telephone.
Oh, that was scary.
What? Can you hear me?
Holy
Can't even hear me.
Oh my god, dude, my arms. Holy
Dude, what is happening right now?
Some voice screamed, said, "In you."
In you?
I'm there.
Cowboy, are you evil or not?
Your body.
I'm so confused.
Which one?
Mine.
I think this cowboy is getting up to some shenanigans.
Okay, cowboy, if you want to possess one of us, set off one of those devices again and I'll believe you. But you're talking a big game right now, and we've seen this before, so you got to show us.
Oh, he's
how really
provoking.
I let you out of your closet, so
big man
you're not gonna
provoking
freak us out,
something
man.
that's not there.
You.
What the?
That's so clear.
Cowboy, is there anything you want to say without us asking a question?
Yo, I feel weird, bro. All of a sudden.
Do you see the correlation there? So that goes off every time he puts his hand forward. Every time he leans forward. I wonder if he's got something on him that's putting out EMF. I wonder. Probably.
Spit it out.
So every time he leans
What
forward,
do you want from us,
that
man?
thing goes off.
If we could do something for you right now, what would you want?
Eat. Feed.
Man flesh.
Question.
What's your question?
Am I in danger?
Is this somebody else?
Fire.
Not in that room.
Don't try to pretend you're something.
Face Ryan.
Face Ryan. We're all looking at him.
Oh my god.
Why are you so interested in the women?
The other thing I don't like about the Estes method is that you never hear what they hear. So I don't know how that would work. But it would be interesting, too, for you to hear it so that you would understand if that, like, you know, is this what he's actually hearing? Or is he just hearing a bunch of squelches and stuff like that, and he's coming up with words that he expects in the room? To be honest with you, if you ever want to look at, like, how the Estes method works, go look at the Ghoul Boys. Go look at Shane and Ryan. See how they do it. Because when Ryan is doing it, Ryan's always coming up with words that sound more spooky because he's the believer. Where Shane is spouting off nonsense words because he's not. He's not looking for words in there that have to do with the location that he is. And that's when Shane is the one that's listening to the spirit box and saying the words. That is more realistic than when Ryan's doing it. And when I say realistic, I should say more scientific. And I'm not saying it's very scientific. It's just more. Because the other issue is that you have Ryan listening to Shane, and he's interpreting what he's saying as being correspondence back and forth, when it's just random. So if you really wanted to do an Estes method, you would do it double blind. You would have where one person's asking questions, the other person is hearing the spirit box, but they can't hear each other. They're not in the same room. And then that way you would know if one person's asking questions, the other person not even in the same room, and he answers the questions, it still doesn't mean it's there, but at least you have some scientific method to back it up with what is going on. Instead of this, I'm in the same room, I'm wearing these headphones, which don't look to be sound isolating or noise canceling, and noise canceling doesn't always drown out loud voices. You can still hear through those. And who knows? Maybe there's a microphone built into it and he can hear everybody. Don't know, because they never explain the equipment that they're using, how they're using it. What is the microphone? What is the headset? What is that device that is plugged into? How does that work? It's just trust us. I can't hear and I can't see anything because I have my hat pulled down, which again, it's a bit BS. So there's nothing for you to verify that this is actually accurate information.
Women that stay the night in this room.
Easy to feed.
Yo, Incubus.
This dude's a predator, dude.
No, he's hungry. He just said he was hungry.
Feed on.
Life.
What's going on with Brian? Do you hear?
Entity, man. What are those sounds? They're not other guests. They're coming from
Puppet.
So my assumption is that he can hear what they're
Ryan.
saying.
Eye control.
So basically, what you're saying is you like to feed on the women here.
Yeah, he
you
said
take
life.
their energy. Is that correct?
That's not what he said at all. He said he was
That's
hungry
enough.
and he's easy to feed.
Yes. You too.
Did someone just... Okay, we're talking to whoever's in here. What if it's an evil entity and then someone just walked in and said, that's enough?
I am.
Or, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I also saw it saying, though, like, when I asked...
What's the bet that there's actually any noise in those headphones? What if he just has it turned off and he's wearing a pair of headphones, putting his head down and going, this is the Estes method? Oh my God.
Do you feed on energy? And it says, yes, I feed on it. Off. That's wild, bro.
Look at me.
You're over there in the corner, huh? Bro, that's where I saw the shadow before any of this, too, at the beginning.
What? Did you just hear that? No.
You're not gonna believe this. I swear to God, I literally... Dude, this is giving me chills up my back. I literally just heard someone go... like sucking your teeth, like when you're hungry or something, dude.
Ooh.
Lay down.
Should
Is that the shenanigan cowboy is
Okay, cowboy, you're
coming
right
after
over
him.
here. Look, I can be respectful.
You think you're tough.
Yeah, what do you got to say about that?
Okay, buddy. What now? What are you gonna do? What the bro?
I
Your
made you
hand's
lay.
next to it. Move your hand, bud. Move your hand away from it.
Dude, this thing does not like you, Colin.
Yeah, what's up, you little... Come on, cowboy. What you gonna do to me? Stop talking smack.
What do you want with Colin?
Is he going to get scratched? I bet he's going to get scratched.
To murder.
To murder.
Feed.
It feels colder over here.
Is he just using another variation of that app? That's the real that's the question I have. Is he like just hooked up to his output and hearing the words that are programmed in? Or is he using a spirit box? Because I think originally it's just like the Estes method is a spirit box that's going through the FM radio stations and stuff like that. Or is the only radio station that's around like 24/7 haunted house sounds or something like that? Because the spirit box, like if you're using that, it should be radio frequencies. So anybody know like what is he actually doing? Curious. Let's see.
Then it does over here.
Lights.
Camera.
Speak up.
Okay, buddy. I'm right here.
Why do you like this room so much?
They like it.
Who does?
So you got me on...
Food.
So I'm getting the vibe that you feed off of people's energies. Is that what you're doing to us right now? That's why we kind of had backaches.
Shut up.
You got me over here.
Actually, that's the best thing that he
You want
said
me to
all
go to
day.
bed? Probably the easiest time to feed on someone's energy.
Shut up and go to bed. Yeah.
I'm just curious, one more time. You said you were summoned here. How were you summoned? Was it a ritual? Was it a guest at the hotel that
Wait,
did
he
this?
never said summoned.
So it was a guest at the hotel? That
I don't
summoned you?
remember him ever saying summoned.
Summoned.
Again, I don't
Light
remember
this
him
thing up
ever
one
saying
more time,
summoned.
if that's true. I know you can do it, man. I feel like you and I are having a good conversation.
No way.
Yes. Yes, called
You
randomness.
happy?
Yeah, so you were summoned here. You're not a good guy. Maybe it's not your intention to be bad, but you feed on people's energy. You like to spook them.
Leave.
We won't be here much longer. Are you done talking?
Oh, God.
I did it.
What'd you do?
Extreme violence.
Did you kill somebody?
Murder.
Dude,
Murder.
Is
You've
there
already
anything
said
else
that.
you want us to know about yourself?
What's up?
Oh,
Nope.
dude, that was
Just a creepy guy.
Explosion.
Bro,
Yeah,
what
like-
if he turned on the gas?
Oh
The
my
cowboy
God.
turned on the gas. Okay. All right. Yep. We just went to Crazy Town. They had already said that they had an electrical issue and that they turned on the gas, that everybody in the whole building had turned on the gas. And, one of the taps. So, a building like that might have converted to gas. They used to use coal gas, which was interesting. So if you ever see like movies where there's a lot of like there's a gas lamp and there's a lot of soot coming from it, that's a coal gas lamp. And what they realized is that it's pretty horrible, and they came up with a new method to do it. And I think it was acetylene gas that they went to. So they converted a lot of these old buildings to acetylene gas, which was not as sooty, but it was also didn't have an odor, I'm pretty sure. So like the coal gas, you could smell it. It just smelled like like you would have walked into a room and been like, the gas is on in this room. Acetylene, I don't think, has that smell. So it was probably acetylene gas that did it. But this was pretty common. So if they then converted to electric, and during the time electric was, hit or miss. It's not like it is today. They could have definitely turned on their acetylene torches again, and one of the taps could have been left open. I could see that. But now they're changing their details that they themselves said that all of a sudden now it's this cowboy entity that turned the gas on that caused the explosion. So you guys got to make up your mind. Was it the electricity went out, or was it a cowboy that turned it on? Because they should have instantly said at this point, bullshit, we know it was this, and you're lying to us. If it was a real ghost.
Oh, what? That's why he's here.
Fire.
Dude, no way. I was just gonna say I was staring at Colin, and I looked to my left, bro, and it was like, I took my glasses off because it was like I had touched him and it went blurry or something. And when I brought him down, I can see the light out the window, but it was jet black when I brought him down. And I jumped and blinked.
I am the devil.
Didn't get on camera though.
Yeah, this has to be like
I am the
Wild
devil.
Estes.
No, you didn't. You're not the devil. You're somebody else. You said you're a cowboy.
Dude.
Now go.
Be gone from my sight.
Ryan.
Leave. That scared the out of me.
I think we're good.
That was the most insane Estes message we've ever filmed.
Really?
In our entire career.
My ears are
Really?
ringing still.
Bro, that was unbelievably spooky.
Okay.
Dude.
Now.
Okay. Hold on. These guys are really. Okay. You're in the Estes method, right? You're the guy listening, and you're hearing devil, fire, kill, murder, feed, feast, murder. I think he said murder like 4 times or something like that. And then you come out and say, oh, that was scary. And he's like, really? Oh, I didn't think it would be. What? Dude, every word that you said was like a trigger word for ghost hunters. So, yeah, you're saying spooky shit. How do you think? These guys.
Do Colin's part.
And now he's out of it completely.
The four of us just wanted to come back to this room to thank whoever is here. I don't know how many people have given you the option to leave the door.
Ooh,
but if
fancy
you
jacket.
can see the door, if you can move around in this hotel, what you need to do is visualize a bright white light and make your way out. That's all we can say. Guys, this is definitely one of the best investigations we've done. Like I said, dude, they just keep getting better and better. I don't know why. I think we're just getting more comfortable and we're starting to figure more out, like what to do, how to do it in these kinds of situations and so on and so forth. But most of all, if you go out and do this stuff, make sure you have fun. This is why you guys, if you are not subscribed to Colin, he's a really good friend.
All right, so we'll end it there. Okay. All right. Best evidence ever. It might be true too. This could be the best evidence they've ever collected. I have not watched all their episodes. I don't know if I want to. If this is the best that they have, I want to find the worst one. Anybody watching, send me their worst video, their worst evidence video. I will watch that one. Because there was no evidence in this other than a bunch of devices which have all been disproven don't actually work, lighting up randomly, and an app that they developed saying words that also don't line up with any pattern. It's patterns. It's not just single words. But when you have one single word and another single word and the two are different, that is not evidence. That is random words being generated. So, yeah. So that's my video. And you know what? If you like Twin Paranormal, you should go out. You should subscribe to them. They're doing this for entertainment. And good on them. You know, they've got numbers behind them. They've put I will have to say that they've put a lot of time and effort and editing into this video. The production quality is good. I'm not going to lie about that. I think their evidence is spurious at best. Yeah, but I think that's it. So anyways, again, my name's Carl. Just starting this out, so lend me a hand, man. Leave a comment, like and subscribe if you think that I did well with this, and hope to see you guys again.